There's no book written on how to do this, so we're all kind of having fun writing our own chapter. We have about 60 acres of cropland. It's kind of split this year between our vegetables and hemp. So we ended up a little bit over 30 acres of hemp this year. So we're trying to get through all of our acreage over a few weeks with the primary harvest, where we're going through by hand and we're clipping our terminal buds, basically the main colas up top and a couple of the more developed laterals. That'll open up the plant further inside for a lot of the secondary flowers, which will have time to develop, and we'll come back through either by hand or mechanically in about 2 to 3 weeks.
Our large apple farm has been challenged the last 4 or 5 years, and we've felt like we've needed to have a new crop here other than apples, and hemp presented the opportunity to diversify our farm income. We do have about 12 acres of hemp here. We were thinking about starting with a bit more, but we decided to keep it to around 10 to 12 acres just because we hadn't grown it before. And we're tree farmers, we're not veg farmers, so an annual crop for us was also something new. And so far it's been really fun and worthwhile.
We're hovering around 95 acres. There's a lot of work to it. It's not like corn, or some other crops where you just plant the seed and walk away. They need constant attention. We had challenges on labor forces during the summer. We were able to, get some high school kids and some college kids on board to help with the maintenance, keep track of the irrigation, drip irrigation with guidance. And I don't know, I think the plants are probably doing okay. Compared to last year, they look pretty good to me.
Like anything we grow with vegetables, it'll take everything you give it. So you could be pretty much plant it and forget it, and that'll show off on one end of the spectrum, or you can baby it all the way to the end. And there's just, everyone's just basically adapting to their sense of scale and how much time can you afford to give your plants. For our farm, it fit a void in where we had markets and open labor flow.
Honestly, I feel like as a large apple farm, we're really well suited to make a transition to hemp. We have labor housing, we have access to very good storage, and we understand sort of the concept of harvesting large quantities of ag product by hand every year. In the apple harvest, we can transition that knowledge and understanding into hemp.
Every day is kind of a new thing. So we're drying here on site. We've got some tobacco dryers that we bought up from down south this spring, and we've got 4 of those on hand. Even the people down south who have a lifetime of tobacco work are having a fun time trying to adapting to hemp. It's got different needs, it's a different crop. Everything from fuel and electricity, those kind of inputs. But I don't know, I visit our local hardware store and supply stores a lot more this time of year than I usually do.
Whether it's farm equipment, tractors, raised bed machines, planters, all of that type of infrastructure that we need to purchase as farms are going to be a benefit economically to local suppliers. I think it's going to help everybody get more value economically out of their land and their crops and their businesses.
I think it's a great opportunity to keep our land open and keep this as an agribusiness and still bring back agriculture back to Vermont.